Number 45, Julian Gamble, the veteran player. He's averaging in high double figures. He's got the experience. He's 20 minutes from his hometown in Durham. Sure, he's got some fans out here. Looking for big things for him tonight.
For the Tampa Bay Titans, who your eyes on?
Tampa Bay Titans, J.J. Flores, 6'3" guard. He's been around. He's had a great college career. He's versatile as far as he can go to the basket. He can play defense and shoot from the long range. Looking for him, for the Raleigh Firebirds to be able to stop him in this heated contest tonight.
The national anthem's going to get sung and performed here. PA announcers going over. I will go with my players to watch tonight for the Tampa Bay Titans. I will keep an eye on Nasir Kaur, who's averaging 25 points per game through the first 3 games for the Tampa Bay Titans. And I'll also watch it with a front court matchup with Draco Palmer and Nasir Kaur. Draco, first game as the Raleigh Firebirds this season, so we'll see how Draco comes out and how the Raleigh Firebirds come out. But the offense will run through the hands, just like you said, of Julian Gamble, the power forward, listed 6'9". No one on the Tampa Bay Titans listed above 6'8".
True. Number 10 with Tampa Bay, Chase Bars, probably will have to guard Julian. I'm sure that'll be a task that will be given also to number 22, who is listed at 6'9", 6'10". So either way, Julian will have someone with some kind of size on him. But with his years of experience, he knows when to pass the ball, when to go to the basket. And the last time I saw him play, he had a pretty nice little hook shot going on.
You know, he does have a nice little baby hook. Either he's a southpaw player, a north pole player. Either way, Julian Campbell's, can go right or to left. But the biggest, we got Julian Gamble listed as 220 pounds. That's 220 pounds of pure muscle right there. It's not a lot of adipose tissue on that body.
That's right. We're getting ready to, players get ready to take their seats, and starting lineups will be announced. We're just minutes away from the tip-off here of 2 undefeated teams in the basketball league.
We're going to take a look at the Tampa Bay
So number 24 for Tampa Bay, Bryce Morgan, small forward, 6'5". He's played at Florida A&M. He was in the MEAC conference, but he's a local Tampa Bay guy.
There we got Chase Bars, Flores, Blanks, Core, and Maureen. The Raleigh Firebirds come out: Draco Palmer, Daquan Antoine, Ahmad Abdullah, Shaq Dance, and the player to watch for Tony Barnett is the big man from the U, Julian Gamble.
Definitely he'll be the one to watch in this heated contest tonight. Tampa Bay players jogging back to their bench, get their final instructions from their coach. Now here comes the big hoorah for the announcement of your Raleigh Firebirds. Shaq Dance, one of the quarterbacks, veteran player for the Firebirds. There he is, the big man, Julian Gamble, looking fit, coming out with a little jog. Gives a good pound to the head coaching staff. Walks back up there. Raleigh Firebirds wearing their home jerseys with the bright yellow with the red. Raleigh Firebirds will be going, we're over here positioned on the stage from left to right. Titans will be shooting on the basket to my right.
So Antonio Davis, the first-year coach of the Raleigh Firebirds. The players are come to the court. The Raleigh Firebirds will be in the cream jerseys. Tampa will be black and gold. And we are 48 minutes away from handing the first loss. One of these teams will hold a loss tonight, but will the other one get redemption tomorrow night in a weekend series here at St. Albans University, the home of the Raleigh Firebirds. Shaq Dance, Draco, Daquan, Julian Gamble, the core players for Coach Antonio Davis, and Ahmad Abdullah. Nice cream colored jerseys trimmed in red numbers, trimmed in black with the Firebirds logo on the left leg thigh as Tampa Bay comes to the court. Black jerseys, gold numbers trimmed in gold.
Julian Gamble will take the tip off. A little height differential there of a couple of inches going against the Tampa Bay Titan, number 10, Chase Bars.
And we are underway with the Raleigh Firebirds with the first tip.
Your officials for tonight are CJ Arms, Clint Baxter, and Anthony Franklin will be calling the game.
Julian Gamble inside, back it down, Bars, throws the elbow with a little baby hook, and just like that, the Raleigh Firebirds are ahead 2-0.
On the first possession, Julian gets the ball for the easy layup. He's already working the officials, letting them know that he was fouled, but the refs are letting him play. Ball goes in the basket, Chase Bars with the layup.
Firebirds in transition, all tied up with Julian Gamble. Gamble averaging the big points for the Raleigh Firebirds, 29.5 points per game this season, and come up empty on that possession. He's here pull on the right wing. Goes around the screen, gets left alone for the three, and right there to clean up the missed shot was Blanks, and he picks up 2.
Firebirds missed out on a box out there as the Titans player was right under the basket for the easy putback.
Just underway here, 4-2. Tampa Bay with the lead. Daquan looking for help. Goes to Julian Gamble, who rifles one left side. Draco for 3, and it's just like that, right where he left off. Draco Palmer gives the Firebirds the lead.
Comes Chase.
Chase drops it off, and it's great defense so far by the Firebirds. A collapse on D, and they missed the easy bunny, and Ahmad tries to answer back with a long 3. Shaq wanting to take that 3, goes to Daquan, shortest position on the court, drives, southpaw, and we have our first foul.
Daquan had a baseline drive. The defense a little caught off guard, and they fouled him, so he'll get 2 shots.
Daquan loves that corner, loves the drive.
Daquan is from Fort Mill, South Carolina. Not too far from here, probably about 2 hours. Takes his time. Shot's good.
I tell you, he's got a nice southpaw release. The Firebirds lead 6-4. Tonight's game is brought to you by Style Street Barbers of Apex. Looking for a haircut in a triangle, always give them a call at 984-215-9091. Apex Professional Barbers, 5446 Apex Peakway in Apex, North Carolina. Daquan, averaging 20.5 points through 2 games. He's got 2 on the books tonight. Firebirds lead 7-4. Biggest lead so far for the Birds. Nice defense on Nasir for Daquan. Swing around left side. One in that long three, sidesteps. 8 on the shot clock. Maureen in trouble, goes to Flores for 3, no. Julian Gamble double team on the rebound. And we have a loose ball. And it was a foul.
Foul's going to be on number 24 for the Firebirds.
Shaq Dance with the foul. It's Shaq Dance first, team's first. 7-4, as you can hear the band. Does not hurt Justin Blanks as he makes the first. Blanks with 3 points early, trailing by 2. Shaq Dance sprinting, puts the brakes on, and inadvertent whistle. Sure, it was a shot clock issue. They'll take a side out right in front of the bench is Draco.
They're going to reset the shot clock, evidently.
Delayed game for Raleigh.
Got a very good crowd here tonight on a Friday night. Got the pep band, got the Raleigh Firebird cheerleaders.
Draco inbound it off of the play to Julian Gamble to back to. Draco turns it over for the Firebirds. Stepping into passing lane was Maureen, and we got a travel. A turnover for Tampa Bay. That's their second, Firebirds' second time turnover also.
It took a few extra steps while he was dribbling, and the players caught it before the referee.
7-5, this is the game of the week in Atlantic Southeast Division. Both teams undefeated. Draco sidesteps, driving, sees an opportunity, drives, and draws the foul. Is picking up the foul. That was on Chase Bars.
Foul is on Chase Bars. It'll be his
Mason Harrell will check in for the Raleigh Firebirds after the first free throw, and Draco makes the first. Back to a 3-point lead.
Draco attended Bruton Parker College down in Georgia. Had a successful college career. He turned pro, playing up here in Raleigh for the Firebirds. Shots up and
rattles out, and Maureen with a rebound for Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay, they want to take that three as Nasir hit a corner. Wide open three, and you can flush it for Justin Blanks, and we're tied at 8.
Defense kind of backed off the shooter for Tampa. He was wide open, and he let it fly, and it was all net.
Daquan, a little kiss off the window, and we got an offensive foul. And we'll take a look at that as Draco set a screen, and you see Ahmad, Daquan driving, stepping in, leans, and that's the foul, and that's Daquan picks up his second. 8:36 left.
Defensive player definitely had position on that. And once a player has position, you're going to have to give the ball up or shoot over him.
15-footer for Bars is too hard, and coming out with it, Ahmad Abdullah. Ahmad guarded tightly by Flores, and Julian Gamble with the screen. Top of the screen. Drive in, nice kiss off the window, too hard. Mason Harrell with the putback, and he's fouled. He'll go to the line. for his first points of the season for the Raleigh Firebirds, wearing at 33. Mason Harold comes to the Raleigh Firebirds from Winston-Salem State University. Just outside of the triangle, right in the triad area.
Firebirds doing an excellent job on the offensive boards, being persistent on crashing the boards, boxing out, and getting the rebound. First free throw.
Off the mark for Mason Harold.
Second free throw. He's had one to practice, so this one should be good. And he misses that one as well.
Rising above the rim is Chase Bars for Tampa Bay. We see her calling off offensive help. Three, nice look. Long rebound coming to Ahmad Abdullah. He'll go ahead to Draco. Draco kiss off the window. Julian Gamble put back. And we have 3 opportunities, and Mason Harold will go to the line to shoot one more time. Lead scorer so far on the court for Tampa Bay is Blanks with 6. For the Raleigh Firebirds, Draco Palmer with 4. Daquan with 2, along with Julian Gamble.
Firebirds definitely crashing those offensive boards. There's a lot of traffic down there. There's a lot of players in that paint. They're going back up. They're getting fouled. They're getting to the free throw line. They're getting Tampa in foul trouble early. They're going to have to make adjustments.
As King Goss from Atlanta in the game for the Raleigh Firebirds, along with DJ Thomas, as Mason Harold makes both free throws. 2-point game. Firebirds leading the way over Tampa Bay. Back and forth basketball. If you guys are just tuning in, it started off with the Raleigh Firebirds getting ahead. And that's a foul going to be on a reach by Goss.
Raleigh Firebirds doing an excellent job on help defense. Just a little bit too much hands on that player when he got the ball in the paint.
Nice here. Drive and splits the defenders. Back out, and he was anticipating Maureen to be on that wing. Should have took it straight up. Just checking in for the Raleigh Firebirds. Darius Paul.
So
checking
far,
for Julian Gamble.
Julian getting a little bit of a break here. He's been out there about 5 minutes. And at his size, that's like 10 minutes.
DJ Thomas listed a 5'8" point guard for the Raleigh Firebirds. Mason Harold rolling off of the Draco screen. Wait for someone. Goss pops out, feeds Paul, and it's a turnover. Raleigh Firebirds, 3rd turnover so far. And where missing that was Bryce Workman, his first opportunity. Draco for 3, off the front of the iron, and a little roll, and a little love from the rim. Draco Palmer for 7 points.
Definitely got the Firebird bounce on that one.
Tampa Bay tries to quiet it up. Paul finds Thomas. Thomas sprinting down the court. Split, goes ahead to Harold, and he is fouled. And we'll take a look at that on our instant replay, presented by Hilton North Raleigh. Smacked him from right behind, trying to get up, clean block, had a little body. Mason Harold back to the line.
So far, Mr. Flores, the player highlighted before the game, has kind of had a quiet game. It's been out. Got 5 minutes of playing time, no points, no assists. Probably just waiting to get into his flow. As
Mason Harold's 6th opportunity was good. Mason Harold's 3 for 6 from the charity stripe. Firebirds lead 15-8, the biggest lead tonight. Tampa Bay in trouble on defensive side. They'll go to the corner, release a 3, a big rebound for Darius Paul, the 6'9" out of Western Michigan University. King Goss, the Paul. Leans over for three, and the big man hit the three.
Firebirds are scoring in different kind of ways. Tampa Bay Titans are going to have to come up with a game plan. They're not scoring, and their defense, while they are trying their best, the Firebirds have a lot of weapons out there.
DJ Thomas wanted to go inside, and it was a kickball.
Firebirds ball on the sideline as it was a kickball, and looks like it's a media timeout.
So far, Tony, it's 18-8. Tampa Bay trailing the Raleigh Firebirds on the road. Like you just mentioned, Firebirds are scoring at their will.
Well, the Firebirds are playing at home, so first of all, that's somewhat of an advantage. Tampa Bay is doing their best on the wings to get those threes up. Threes, probably they're hitting about 33, 34% right now. The question is, how is their inside game? Because every time Tampa Bay tries to dribble drive, the Firebirds have an answer. They're long, they're stretched out, they're in help defense. I'm sure that this media timeout is going to help them, and they're going to get some advice from the coaching staff.
Right now, taking a look into the box score so far for the Raleigh Firebirds. Draco Palmer leads away with 7. For the Tampa Bay Titans, is Blanks with 6. Firebirds are shooting 40% from the field, 75% from 3. Free throws are 7 for 10. Tampa Bay with 2 steals so far, 2 turnovers. Firebirds with 3. And the Firebirds lead by 10, 18-8, 5:46 left here in the
turnovers definitely can play a big part in the game. They're pretty close at 5-3. I think the Firebirds are making Tampa Bay pay for their turnovers a little bit more costly. As like you said, Firebirds up by 10. 5 minutes and 46 seconds to go in the quarter. It'll be Firebirds ball.
Draco comes out, goes to DJ. Cross, look at a corner over there as King Goss setting all alone. DJ steps back, 3, and it's nothing but nylon, just like that. Firebirds lead by 13. Let DJ Thomas get hot. We saw it here in opening night. That man led the way off the bench for the Raleigh Firebirds that night. And going on, and Tampa stops the bleeding, 21-10.
Tampa Bay Titans, after that score, it must have been talked about during the media timeout, they immediately went to a man-to-man press, and that caused the Raleigh Firebirds to take a quick timeout as they were not prepared for the press. I'm pretty sure they're going to come up with a press break, which I'm sure they've gone over many times in practice, as Tampa Bay stopped the bleeding with that quick basket.
Nice crowd here at St. Albans University tonight for week 2 of the TBL. You know, this gymnasium only holds about 800, but I can tell you right now, there's every bit of 400 to 500 right now. We got a nice band in the corner. We have spectators to our left. We got Lumpy's Ice Cream here inside the gymnasium. So if you want some ice cream and you're listening to the game in the stands, go over there and look out for Lumpy's and get a nice scoop of the delightful butter pecan. I just had me some right before the game. Firebirds lead by 11, 5:11 left. Firebirds' biggest lead tonight, 13. With DJ Thomas's 3 to come out of the last time out.
Firebirds definitely giving Julian Gamble, their leading scorer, a bit of a break right now as they're up by 11. Still got plenty of basketball to go as we're very early here, halfway through the first quarter.
Firebirds come out with Ahmad Abdullah along with Mason Harold as Tampa Bay sets him with a full court press. Thomas guarded tightly by Flores. Flores trying to stab at the ball. Thomas drives, puts up the shot, looking for the whistle, doesn't get the whistle. They rifle one ahead to Flores, and he lays it with ease.
Flores got out on the break. They ran their primary and secondary break almost to perfection as he was well in front of the defense for the easy layup for Mr. Flores for his first 2 points of the game.
Mason Harold holds it on the block, spins, turns around, couldn't connect, but right there to clean it up, the Raleigh Firebirds. Thomas in the corner driving, little runner, no. Mason Harold volleying with it and coming out with it. The ball will stay right with the Firebirds and say it was off of the hands of Bryce Workman, the 6'8", power forward.
Raleigh Firebirds trying to match the intensity here in this final 4 minutes of this quarter as Julian Gamble checks in for a little bit more rebounding power and maybe some underneath the basket power.
Mason Harold will have a seat. Get the ball inbound right before the clock. A 5-second. It's 11 on the shot clock. King Gall splits the defenders. Nice little floater for 2 will count. Back to 11-point lead.
Great steal by DJ. Shot up and
Goss couldn't get that one to fall for back-to-back points. Bryce, and they see her turns it over. That's this big turnover differential for the Tampa Bay Titans.
We're going to get a foul on this last play. It's number 11, Flores, as he gets on the stat sheet, but in the wrong way. He's got 2 points and 1 foul.
Tampa Bay with 4 turnovers so far. At the 3:58 mark, trailing by 11. Darius Paul averaging 9 points per game, 6 rebounds, and just 2 assists for the big man from Western and Michigan University. Listed 6'9", 235, rattles the first out.
Free throw shooting down the stretch as the players get tired, especially in the second half, can play a big factor in a win and or a loss.
You have to score when the clock is stopped. And they can come all the way down to the end and would miss free throws. Firebirds this season averaged 126 points per game through 2. Free throw average at 73%. 24-12. Firebirds doubled up. Workman taking Gamble to the hole and takes a gamble and doesn't come out with any money. And the ball stays right with the Titans with 12 on the clock, shot clock.
Julian had the ball, number 45, but he got tapped back out and charged him with the turnover, with the loss of the ball.
Q will roll off the screen, wanted to take that 3. Finds Coe with a runner, no, and there to clean it up with the and one, Bryce Workman. Tonight so far, Workman working his way with 2 points.
Had some high traffic in the paint. You had size in there from Raleigh, but he managed to get the ball and go back up and get the foul. Tampa Bay is getting points and the clock's not running. Bobbles out.
Stay in him. And I tell you right there, Workman says, I'll get it back. And Workman with 4 points. Firebirds in trouble in the backcourt.
Workman definitely worked it there. Earned his name, the worker.
24-16.
Get some substitutions coming up. Shot clock getting down to single digits.
And Ahmad is fouled at the 2:59 mark. Shaq Dance will check in for the Firebirds. Gamble, Daquan, Ahmad, Thomas, and Darius Paul on the court for the Firebirds. Workman, Q, along with Co. Making the first free throw, along with Rodney Rodin. 25.
Right on the mark as it took a nice friendly bounce in the backboard. Keep an eye on number 23 for the Titans. It's the Tunes. Played at quite a few college programs in his career. Quick little guard. He can shoot it, dribble drive, got a little height.
Left at Tampa Bay with a 15-footer off the baselines. Coming up short. Raleigh Firebirds with a 10-point lead, 26-16. Thomas in the left wing, too hard. Shaq Dance volleys with a rebound, and here come Tampa Bay. Ahead to Rodin, and Rodin for a reverse layup.
Tampa Bay making a run here. They're very quick on the outlet on the primary and secondary break.
26-18. Firebirds' biggest lead tonight's 13 as it's 21-18 after the media timeout at a 5:53 mark.
Mr. Daquan Antoine up here, Fort Mill, South Carolina product. Went to Nichols College. Makes the first free throw.
Daquan with 3 points tonight. Nice little runner early in the first. Had a couple of opportunities elsewhere, but
the game is being played at a very high pace. That's why their scoring is way up there in the over 120 points. They don't try to slow the game down. And with a 24-second shot clock, it's nearly impossible anyway. Here comes the Titans.
28-18, and Shaq Dance steps in the passing lane and throws it home. We'll take a look at that.
Shaq with a steal.
As he steps right in the passing lane. You see it as he slows up in a two-handed slam. Tampa in trouble with 11. They'll move the ball to the corner. Workman. Nice look, couldn't fall. Firebirds with numbers. Ahmad trailing Dance. Gamble to clean it up. And the Firebirds' biggest lead is matched. 32-18.
Big number 45, Julian Gamble there for the putback. Johnny on the spot. They're playing. The referee's letting them play a little bit. Some mild contact, playing through it.
Dance steps in between four defenders. And here comes Q. Q will lay it up, misses. Gamble volleys it out. And it right there, that's a smart play for Daquan Antoine with 1:02 left in the first. Firebirds up by 14 on Tampa Bay.
Very smart play, Petey, as he smashed it on his leg out of bounds, so the Firebirds retain possession.
You hear the kids over in the corner. This is youth night. On his side of Gamble. Gamble in a mismatch. Gamble dropping his shoulder. Clean basketball. Forces one up and couldn't get it to fall and Dance. And it stays right with Tampa is off of Shaq Dance. With 40
Shaq had an opportunity, took a few dribbles and hit the sideline.
Nice Workman to the left side. Air ball three.
Firebirds ball. Last touch by the Tampa Bay Titans. It's the pace is a little slowed down than what it was, as the Raleigh Firebirds walk the ball up the court, get it across the timeline.
Ahmad guarded tightly, goes to Draco. Draco looking over the corner. Turns around his defender, steps back, three, nice look, and you can count it all day. We'll take a look as Draco, look at him, steps back, nothing but buckets all day. Firebirds leading 35-28 over the 3-0 Tampa Bay Titans.
Definitely was a great shot, as Firebirds are up by 17.
5 on the clock. Nacier drives, goes to the corner, gets it off, and it counts for Q. 35-18 after one. We're going to return. First quarter's presented by Style Street Barbers of Apex.
Biz today to find your perfect property or partner with us to sell your home.
Broadcast to social, print to digital, coast to coast, remote or on site. 412 Communications has the solution to bridge your team with your audience. Want to know more? Visit 412communications.com today.
At Cardinal Family Dentistry, we're committed to providing exceptional dental care for patients of all ages in a warm, welcoming environment. From preventive cleanings to advanced restorative and cosmetic treatments, our experienced team is here to help you achieve a healthy, confident smile. We combine state-of-the-art technology with a personalized approach, ensuring your comfort and care come first. Visit cardinalfamilydentistry.com today.
At Empire Eats Catering, we turn your events into unforgettable experiences. From intimate gatherings to grand celebrations, we deliver expertly crafted menus that impress and delight. Our culinary team brings passion and precision to every dish, combining fresh ingredients with bold flavors to match your unique vision. Whether it's a corporate event, wedding, or special occasion, Empire Eats Catering is your partner in creating exceptional moments. Visit empireeatscatering.com today to start planning your next event with us.
Welcome back inside Emory Gymnasium as the first quarter come to an end. The Tampa Bay Titans trail by 14. The biggest deficit for Tampa Bay is where we stand at 14. The Firebirds before that 3 by Q in the corner. We're on a 6-0 run, leading the way so far in the first quarter. For the Firebirds, Draco Palmer with 10, followed by Daquan, Julian Gamble, Darius Paul, and Mason Harold, all with 4. Ahmad with 2, Shaq Nance with 2. For the Tampa Bay Titans, leading the way is Justin Blanks with 6, Bars with 2, Flores with 2, So with 4, Q with a 3 right there. And right now in the ACC, Carolina is playing Duke, and Duke leads by 10, and we're underway. Here for quarter number 2 in the TBL, the 3-0 Titans in danger of facing their first loss tonight as Gamble nearly blocks the shot. 15-footer, nice flush for Nacier Core. (35-23). Julian Gamble on a mismatch. Double teamed and is stolen. That's the first turnover of the second quarter. Missing an easy bunny, and the Firebirds come out with it.
Julian didn't realize the other defender was there and got his pocket picked. Now the easy layup by the Titans as they miscued right there. And a little bit of a cushion on the lead, so it's not too bad of a bleeding. As the Raleigh Firebirds call a timeout just to make sure the guys are set and lined up. A lot of times you'll look at that score, you'll see you're up by 12 or so points, and you think you're going to hit the cruise control button.
Nazier Core with 4 straight points right there for the Titans. Now they're down by 10 with just a minute 3 off. That has a lot to say with how the Titans come out of that first quarter. First quarter, the Titans have trailed all season, was right here by 14 on the road. In a pretty hostile environment. There's a lot of noise. Not sure if Tampa left this morning. We know it's a long drive up from Tampa. But to get off the bus tonight, they'll stay at Hilton North Raleigh and get a good night's rest and, try to get some shots up in the morning and come back here again tomorrow at 4 o'clock for another matchup against a well-coached and a well-disciplined team, the Raleigh Firebirds.
It's definitely, a 12-hour van ride up from sunny Tampa. It averaged about 62, 63 degrees today. A little bit of a shock to their bodies maybe. But the game is still early. Got plenty of time for both teams to make adjustments. Both teams, no one in any foul trouble.
All right, Wooten Apparel provides the official jersey and merchandise of the TBL, offering custom team gear and top quality uniforms. To order your favorite team's custom apparel, go to the live stream chat and click on the banner right now. The Raleigh Firebirds in a nice, gorgeous cream-colored jersey tonight. Tampa Bay looking like the New Orleans Saints out there in the black and gold.
Raleigh Firebirds will inbound the ball from their backcourt.
It's 10:57, just a minute and 3 off in the second quarter as Mason Harold will inbound it in the backcourt.
Still got spectators steadily coming into the gym.
Jack Dance driving, stops his dribble and hands it off to Draco. And Draco with it, runner hits the floor and it rattles out. Firebirds 3 opportunities, 2 turnovers so far in this second quarter. Nacier guarded tightly by Draco. Little hook shot was blocked by Darius Paul. That was Mason Harold. And Mason Harold gets the feed from Ahmad. And he'll go to the line for his 7th and 8th free throws so far tonight.
A little hesitation there before he went up and kind of almost like a pump fake, and the defender went ahead and hit him on the arm, and he'll get 2 shots.
Mason Harold 4 for 6. 0 for 2 from the field, 4 for 6 from the charity stripe.
Played his college basketball at Winston-Salem State. Probably one of the most heralded Division II schools in the CIAA. They've won multiple championships.
And the second free throw was good for Mason Harold. Make it 5 from 8 from the charity stripe for this big man. Hugh goes around the screen, driving on Gamble, stops, looking for help, claps it out. Magnum, and he misses the 3. Dance clears it out. Dance dancing at the top of the key. Steps in all alone for the 3 and misses, and Nacier Core with the rebound. He'll find his outlet pass. 18-footer, nothing but net for Marine.
Number 24, Bryce Marine, also did his college at Florida A&M in the Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference.
Shack Dance feeds Mason Harold. Harold, step back, kicks the leg, and goes for two as the buzzer sounds. 38-27.
Mason Harrell at Winston-Salem State University college product is earning his keep today.
Nasir Kaur, as he makes the tough layup, looking at the officials coming down. He has got the Tampa Bay Titans within single digits. Mason Harrell inside, turns around, doesn't connect, and a big tap out by Chase Mars, the 6'10", 235-pound senior.
Long bomb.
Air ball, that's a second air ball.
That was an NBA three, but not an NBA shot, as it was nothing but air. As the substitution coming in.
Shack Dance will have a seat as Daquan Antoine, the runner-up in a three-point contest last season, the winner the year before. Darius Paul comes into play to Ahmad Abdul in the backcourt. 8:30 left, second quarter. Just tuning in, the Raleigh Firebirds were leading by 14 after one. And we got a thief on the court as Justin Blanks.
He stole that ball, but looks like his ankle or his left foot might be a little tender as he was limping. I'm sure the trainers will check it out at halftime.
We got a 10-3 run for Tampa. And Julian Gamble with the offensive, picking up his second foul. 8:03 left, second quarter. Presented by Lumpy's Ice Cream.
Lumpy's Ice Cream is definitely not lumpy tonight. It's cold and very flavorful.
Blanks for three, and blanks the Firebirds with that three.
Nothing but net on that shot as it swished its way to adding 3 points. As we're now down to a 4-point game.
13-3 run. Julian Gamble quiets the Tampa Bay sideline with a feed. Mason Harold.
Late whistle.
And it wasn't even, Mason Harold had cleared it out, but the late whistle, Mason Harold picks up the foul. We'll send Trey Dooms, the 6'3", 175-pound shooting guard from Tampa, to the line, trailing by 6.
Earlier in the broadcast, I mentioned about Trey Dooms. Had a really successful college career with a couple of high-noted programs. He could be a sleeper in this game. Gets his burst of speeds and does have the ability to shoot it. He misses one and makes one, so he's 50% for the free throw line.
Mod calls out the play, coming up the court for the Raleigh Firebirds. Up by 5. Here to chant. Nearly a turnover, like you said, Tony. Right there, Dooms just about had a steal.
Oh, he's lightning quick. Well known for his speed and defensive abilities. He could be a catalyst in helping the Titans get back in this game, which now they actually are. Almost a travel by Flores.
Mason Harold stepped right on the baseline and turns it back over.
Again, Trey Dooms with the one-handed kind of like a push shot layup, a little bit too hard off the glass, but he's always a threat on the offensive end. And with that lightning speed on defense, the Firebirds are going to have to contain him on both ends of the court.
40-35 at end of one. It was 35-21. It's a 14-5 run right now for Tampa Bay. And it's going right through the hands of Nasir Kaur so far for Tampa. Nasir with 4 points, but he's directed all the traffic out there tonight.
Oh, definitely. The pace of the game, it's kind of like a momentum goes one way for a few minutes, and then it goes the other way, as both teams can really turn it up pretty much whenever they want. They've got players coming off the bench that are contributing. Nobody in any real foul trouble. We're less than 7 minutes away from halftime. The players will get a good rest at halftime, rehydrate, get pertinent information off the stat sheet, and I think we're in for, like we already knew, a heck of a game, because nobody wants to go home with that one loss this early in the season in the basketball league.
See the cheerleaders, the dancers for the Raleigh Firebirds trying to get the crowd pumped up. They're setting on their voices right now as Firebirds in a slump here. So far, still lead 40-35 on a 14-5 run.
Haven't seen a lot out of Kenny Collins tonight. At halftime, we hope to catch one of the coaches for a quick interview, kind of get their synopsis on what's going on in the inside track with the Raleigh Firebirds.
40-35, 6:58 left, coming out of timeout. Tampa's ball off the Mason Herald. Stepped right on the baseline. Tampa will come out with Dooms, Core, Bars, Justin Blanks, along with Flores. Firebirds will come out with Draco, Paul, Ahmad, Mason Herald, and Daquan Antoine. Flores got the rebound and trying to feed Blanks. They say it did touch off the tips of Ahmad. And Tampa will get the ball back. 15-footer was off the mark for Nasir Kaur. Picking up the foul is Ahmad Abdullah. 6:41 left second quarter. A lot of whistle blowing here in this quarter. First 4.5 minutes. Firebirds come out and have to take a timeout with 1:03 off the clock, and then we ran into a media timeout. We've been pretty stiff since the media timeout as Nasir drives and gets a block by Mason Herald, but puts it back up over Mason Herald.
Little celebration clap there as they get it down to a 3-point game.
Paul throws it in traffic, and Nasir steps in the passing lane. Ahead to Flores. Flores lays it up. And right now, 40-39, 18-5 run here in the first 4 minutes. Well, first 5 minutes and 33 seconds.
It's the battle of the mighty mites as Flores and Mr. Dooms are a great combination for the Titans as they're working together to try to disrupt things in the offensive and the defensive end. The Firebirds had to burn a timeout. They had a 12-point lead, and now it's down to 1 point. So we've got us a basketball game here tonight, here on a nice, mild, seasonably warm March. And once again, we're in the middle of March Madness. Got some big games going on in the ACC with Carolina and Duke. But hey, the action is right here as the bleachers are nearly full at the Emerson Gym here on the campus of St. Augustine University in Raleigh, North Carolina.
6:13 left as we're watching the dance crowd for the Raleigh Firebirds. A lot of fans sitting down, not getting a lot of action so far in this quarter. The Firebirds, like you said, Tony, were once in the lead by 14, 35-21. Now it's 40-39. Different basketball game right now. Thomas, Daquan, Paul, Mason Harold, and Draco for the Firebirds. Tampa leaves the same rotation out. Firebirds get it inbound, and we're underway with 6:10 left. See Daquan running the point for the Firebirds.
Titans come back with the same lineup. Naturally, that's who got them there. As a clean block, but they call a foul.
We'll take a look at that dribble drive by DJ Thomas as he gets the ball.
From my angle, which is behind the play, it appeared it was a clean block. The referee called it a push. Look at that instant replay and see as the Firebirds go on the line. And he makes the first one. The shortest player in the gym, all 5'8" of them, DJ Thomas, played locally at Shaw University, another CIAA school, as he nails both of them and sprints back to pick up his man on defense.
Thomas with 5 points off the bench for the Raleigh Firebirds. Lead by 3. Justin blanks for 3 to be tied, and Mason Harrell leaps with the rebound. Mason Harrell is 6'8". Thomas gets across the timeline, rifles one to Daquan. Daquan steps in, 14-footer, good.
That's his shot right there. We'll play that mid-range game, guaranteed 2 points.
44-39. Blanks drives, draws the foul. Daquan picking up the foul. 5:19 left. 44-39.
Number 1 for the Firebirds, Deco Palmer, protesting the call to the referee, saying, hey, I stood straight up. Evidently, the referee is not buying it. And it looks like Julian Gamble, 6'9" power forward, will be checking in for the Firebirds with 5:19 to go in the half.
Justin Blank averages 16 points per game so far this season through 3 for the Titans. Is at 13. Missed his first opportunity.
Nasser Kaur, Tampa Bay native, also played at Florida A&M.
4-point lead, Firebirds. Daquan, 17-footer, nothing but net. Daquan, second straight shot. Tony, as you just said, that's his shot. Don't let him get hot.
Julian got a nice rebound, but almost a turnover as number 8 for the Tampa Bay, Mr. Nasir Kaur, almost had the steal with it. A lot of these Tampa Bay Titan players have got quick feet. Definitely, I can see why they're undefeated in their region.
Thomas feeds Daquan. Daquan with a hot hand. Daquan trying to get separation, goes to Gamble. 17-footer, 6 in a row for Daquan. 48-40. Firebirds back ahead by 8. Julian Gamble
Nice
swats away.
2-on-1, you got to
Draco
score.
ahead, and it slams it home. And the Firebirds. We're going to timeout. Tampa Bay, but before we get a timeout, we're going to show you the alley-oop and the bucket.
The quiet crowd here for a few minutes, and then after that alley on that 2-and-1 break, two-man to 1 break, the crowd erupted. We got a little bit more life into the arena on this mid-March Friday night. Raleigh, North Carolina, basketball country, home of NC State, St. Aug's, Shaw University, Wake Technical Community College.
50-40, Firebirds lead by 10 here at St. Aug's University in week 2 of the TBL. Leading the way for Tampa Bay so far, Blanks with 14. Everybody else in single digits. Stacey Cora with 6. Flores with 4. Bars with 2. So with 4. Workman with 2. Francis with 3. Dooms with 1. For the Raleigh Firebirds, Draco Palmer and Daquan Antoine locked in at 10 apiece, followed by Gamble with 6. DJ Thomas 5 off the bench. Darius Paul with 4 off the bench. I want to thank everybody for tuning in on TBL TV.tv/Firebirds for tonight's matchup. The top 2 teams is the Atlantic Southeast Division.
Quick update on the ACC. Duke leads Carolina 45-24.
4:16 left, Tampa with the ball. In the corner, baseline jumper. Brushes the iron, but Francis with the rebound, and he gets a strip, and DJ Thomas clears it out for the Firebirds. Thomas guarded tightly by Flores. Goes around the Julian Gamble screen. Throws it up with the prayer, and the bank is open for DJ Thomas with his 7th point. Dooms drives on the tree. High kiss off the window, and it's good. The quiet sounds for the Firebirds.
DJ Thomas, when the defense backs off him, he's going to put it up. There's no question about that. With his size, it's going to be hard to get inside, so if he's going to get points, it's going to be from the perimeter.
Daquan Antoine trying to get away from Q. Julian Gamble with a big screen. DJ looking for help. Will take the elbow shot for point number 9. The man is hot off the bench for the Firebirds, the southpaw. And Mason Harold just about had to steal, and they're trying to find Dooms. 3:05 left, Tampa down by 12. They've cut it within 1. At the 6:13 mark, it was 40-39. Here at the 3-minute mark, it's 54-42. Q in trouble. Baseline trapped off. But working around as Dooms drives, wraps it around, and gets away from Mason Harold for the easy layup.
Once again, talking about Mr. Toombs with those little moves to the basket where he uses his body to fray off the defense and scoops it right in there.
10-point lead, Daquan with 8 points here in the second.
Hey, the Firebirds said, whatever you can do, we can do better.
Firebirds ahead by 12 and a turnover. Tampa.
Actually went off of
Daquan Antoine.
Yeah, went off of his head.
Francis Coe checks in for Q. Francis. 6'4" shooting guard checks in for the 6-foot point guard. And with a volley and a coming out, Bryce Marine. Ten-point lead, 2 minutes left. DJ Thomas brings it up over Trey Dooms. Thomas pockets picked from behind.
Got a 2-on-3.
Francis Coe and a turnover, Tampa.
Not exactly the best pass to make on a 2-on-3. They didn't have numbers. They were trying to fast break against 3 defenders, and the ball got tipped out on a high pass.
Mason Harold III will have a seat as Shaq Dance, along with King Goss from Miami University of Hamilton. A set of screen for the big 6'9" Julian Gamble, and King Goss to the corner, and it's that wide open Shaq Dance for 3.
That just increases the Firebirds' lead. They're up by 13 now with 1:21 left in the half. Long shot by
Dooms
Dooms.
couldn't answer.
No good.
Flat-footed rebound for the 5'8" point guard, DJ Thomas. 59-46. Thomas gets separation. Looking backdoor to Dance. The Dooms nearly steals it. Gamble over to Dance. 4 on the shot clock. Dance forces one up. Gamble with a rebound. Resets the shot clock. Goss, no. Rebound Tampa. They put it out to outlet pass. Spinning. Reverse layup. Draws the foul. And King Goss with the push.
Number 3 for
We'll take a look at that play. He got him a little bit from on the push as he's still on the floor. As he gets up.
He did hit the court kind of hard, Petey. But DJ Thomas, number 7 for the Raleigh Firebirds, was trying to get a travel call. The referee didn't want to hear any part of that.
56-40, correction, 59-46. Six foot 5, small forward, makes the first.
He's normally a good free throw shooter. Again, did his college at Florida A&M, Tampa native.
1 for 6 from the field with just 4 points. 2 of them come from the charity stripe. .20 separate shot clock and the game clock. Thomas high screen to Gamble. Gamble holds the ball away from a defender. Thomas drives. Mason Harold gets the ball with 3.
Shot clock winding down.
Mason Harold spins, gets it off. Let's say a shot clock violation.
Well, one thing about that last possession, Firebirds definitely used a lot of that, all of that shot clock, which in turn reduces the amount of possessions that the Titans can get. So they're going to probably go for 2 for 1 on this play right here after this timeout. 17.6 seconds left. Most likely the strategy that the Firebirds will use is, hey, let's not let them get any easy buckets and let's not get any more fouls. Let's try to contain them, force them into a bad shot, while the Titans are going to look to score quick and then press, try to get the ball back and get back in this thing and then go to halftime and come up with a game plan for the second half.
So far tonight in the box score column, Daquan Antoine leads away with 12, followed by Draco's 10 for the Firebirds. DJ Thomas 9 off the bench. Darius Paul with 4. King Goss with just 2. Mason Harold with 9. He's 2 for 4 from the field. Majority of his points, 5 of those coming from the charity stripe. For the visiting Tampa Bay Titans, Justin Blanks with 14. Nasir Kaur with 6. Flores with 4. Bryce Moraine with 4. Bars with 2. So with 4. Workman with 2. Francis with 3. Roden with 2. And Dooms with 7. Dooms shooting 60% from the field. 3 for 5.
Once again, PD, the ball is going to be taken out the sideline closest to us, and they're going to look to score quick and then go right into a press. Let's see how accurate that philosophy is.
13 on the shot clock. King Goss steps up. Nasir with the ball. 6. Nasir drives, shots blocked. The Firebirds get it back. Dance to Thomas. Thomas throws it up, and it doesn't fall at the buzzer. And we're at halftime here in Raleigh. The Raleigh Firebirds lead 59-47 with the Tampa Bay Titans. Nasir walks off with a little love from his left ankle. 59-47. Firebirds lead by 12, but led by as many as 14. After one, they're ahead 35-21 at the break, 59-47. But Tampa went on a 14-5 run to get within one at a 6:13 mark in the first half. It was 40-39. Firebirds went on a 19-5 run in the final 6 minutes of the quarter to take a 12-point lead going into the break. We'll return with the stats, facts, and figures of the first half after a word from our sponsors. You're listening to TBLTV.tv. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Great presentation at the halftime here inside St. Aug's University. Petey Dorse, Tony Barnett here. We got 8 games tonight across the TBL on this Friday night. We got some games underway right now. Of course, the Raleigh Firebirds lead Tampa Bay 59-48. Capital Seahawks lead New Jersey Shore Breaks 40-48. 48-40. Connecticut Crusaders host the Frederick Flying Cows. No score reported yet. Reading Rebels against the Virginia Valley Vipers. No score currently. Potawatomi Fire, who has not lost in a long time, lead the Eden Outlaws 17-9 in the first quarter with 6:15 left. Later on the West Coast, Seattle Superhawks match up with the Vancouver Volcanoes. The Long Beach Blue Waves host the San Diego Sharks. And the cap off tonight, the Salem Capitals match up at 10:30 Eastern Time, 7:30 Pacific Time against the Great Falls Electric. But right here in this game, it's been a game of runs here, Coach Tony.
Definitely has, Petey. Looking at the stat sheet, seeing some incredible numbers as far as field goals, three-point shooting percentage from team-wise and individual-wise. Both teams shooting the ball fairly well from the outside, from the arc. As you can see, there's 3 different three-point lines in the gym. The furthest one away, of course, is the one that they use, which is the same as the NBA. The second one is college, and the other one is high school. But we're here in the beautiful Emerson Gymnasium on the campus of St. Aug's University. The gym is popping. They've got the pep band. They've got the cheerleaders. I mean, what more could you want? In some other news across the country as far as the March Madness, the Carolina Tar Heels taking a little bit of a beating against the Duke Blue Devils tonight down in Charlotte, Petey.
Yeah, it's March Madness. Basketball is getting hot. This is week 2 of the TBL. The Raleigh Firebirds looking to improve to 3-0 and hand the Tampa Bay Titans their first loss tonight. And they'll play again tomorrow at 4 o'clock. If you guys are in the Triangle, get out to Emory Gymnasium on the campus of St. Aug's University, or you can tune in right here on TBLTV.tv/Firebirds. We're 3 minutes and 53 seconds away from getting this game back underway. We're going to take one quick last break and come right back here with final thoughts from the first half and looking forward to second half coverage. You're watching TBL basketball on TBLTV.tv. Welcome back inside Emory Gymnasium. Petey Doors, Tony Barnett here, bringing you coverage of the Raleigh Firebirds and the Tampa Bay Titans. Looking at the first half, the Raleigh Firebirds shot 48%, Tampa Bay shot 38%. Tampa shot Firebirds shot 50% from 3. Tampa shot 17%. Free throws, Firebirds 15 for 20, Tampa's 5 for 9. Firebirds out-rebounded the Titans 30-25. Firebirds with 6 assists, Tampa with 5. Tampa with 9 steals, Firebirds with 3. 5 blocks for the Firebirds, none for Tampa. Turnovers, Tampa with 6, Firebirds with 11. And that sums up the 11-point lead.
Well, the Raleigh Firebirds attempted 12 threes, Petey, and they made 6 of them. That's 50%. That's a very high percentage. Meanwhile, the Titans, they attempted way more three-point shots than the Raleigh Firebirds, but only made 3 of their 17. So what that's telling me is that in the first half, Tampa really had their woes when it comes to the threes.
And all it takes is the turn of the tablecloth, and Tampa could be right back in this if they get hot from the perimeter in the second half.
Oh, definitely. I'm sure people will remember the book, The Tale of Two Cities. This could be the tale of two halves. With a slight cushion of 11 points, that could turn very quickly if Tampa gets hot with the threes and on their dribble drives can finish. Either way, I think we're still looking for a heated contest for the remainder of this game.
And Tampa comes into play to Moraine. Moraine drives straight on Dance, airballs the layup, and Dance clears to the back. Dance, Daquan, Firebirds come out with their starters. Tampa on defense. Daquan, can he get started in the second half? Misses the 3. Flores pulls it down and ahead to Nacier. Nacier drives back to Bars. Bars with a little bunny, yes.
Bars used that length of his, went straight up, had his elbow lined up with his knee, and there you go. That's 2 as they draw first blood in the second half.
Bars so far in the first half, just 2 points. He matches, and Nacier Ahmad will take that 3 and follow the shot, get his own rebound, and Ahmad kicks it to the corner, 10 on the shot clock. Julian Gamble drops his shoulder with one key motion. Draco all alone for 3, misses, and we got a foul.
Julian Gamble got the ball, went straight up, got fouled on his arm, couldn't even complete the putback. He'll get 2 shots.
Julian Gamble in the first half for the Raleigh Firebirds with 6 points. He never took a free throw in the first half. Second half, the first is too hard off the back of the iron.
Julian had a quiet first half, Petey. Good strategy for the coaching staff. Gave him plenty of rest in the first half.
Last game is like Hackett Julian. He was 11 for 16. That game against Jacksonville last Sunday. 10-point lead, 60-50. Bars leaves it on the iron, but he pushed off and is offensive. We'll take a look.
Not quite sure if he extended a full extension on that, Petey.
It's a replay, does not get it. Daquan pulls it back out as they get across the timeline with 20 on the shot clock. Julian Gamble puts it on the floor. Straight to the cup and passes it off, and volley and Flores blanks. Blank to three.
Firebirds looking to get out on the open court as he gets fouled. That'll be 2 shots for Shaq. That's the first team foul.
Firebirds' second opportunity at the charity stripe here. The officials got called up with couldn't quite see the jersey. He called the foul, but the foul was on Nasir. Dance misses the first. Makes the second.
Shaq Dance, 87% free throw shooter on the season so far.
61-53. Flores hands it off the Bars. Bars left his second straight layup on the iron. Firebirds out of control, and Ahmad gets 2. Firebirds ahead by 10.
On that previous basket, Flores gave a beautiful bounce pass. Just wasn't able to finish.
Nasir back. 15-footer brushes the iron at Flores with the rebound and turns it over. Dance to Ahmad. 3, no. Nasir is fouled by Ahmad.
Definitely major physicality under that basket with everyone going for the rebound and boxing out. Definitely going to have to wipe that court of all that perspiration on the famous CIAA logo, Petey, which stands, of course, for the conference that St. Aug's plays in.
So Nasir will slowly bring it up. Goes around the screen, and Draco nearly steals it. Nasir. Long 3, too hard off the iron, and trying to follow the shot. Nearly with a foul. At 8:53 left. Nasir leans in, draws the foul. Shaq Dance with the foul.
The Tampa Bay Titans still have their three-point shooting woes. Again, that could be just having a bad shooting day. But again, they could turn around at any moment as the Firebirds are up by 10.
Nasir Core couldn't connect with that free throw. Nasir 0 for 4 from perimeter.
Tampa Bay having some issues on the free throw line for this game as well, as he does connect on the second one.
Take 50% any day, Tony. But
Yep.
you definitely need to capitalize when the clock is stopped. Trailing on the road, down by 9 in the third quarter. 8:38 left. Draco driving, scoops up and under for 2.
Firebirds increase that lead to 11 with 8:21 left in the third quarter.
Bars looking on the baseline, dropping his elbow, throws it up, gets the foul, and Justin Blanks picks up points 18 and 19, looking for 20 at the free throw line.
Justin Blanks, at this point of the game, Petey, is probably one of their guys that they'll go to. Obviously, in the first half, he was the leading scorer at 14, and he increases it by 3 more, so he's at 17.
8:05 left, 65-57, 19 points for Blanks. And the Titans. Nacier sprints in the front court, down the lane and up.
Another catalyst for Tampa Bay is Blanks, along with
Firebirds destined to get the win, but only up by 6. 2 5-0 runs here in opening 3.5 minutes. At halftime is 59-48. 11-6 run for Tampa. They trail 65-59. Petey Norris, Tony Barnett here. Tomorrow's coverage begins at 3:45. We'll be right back here in tomorrow's matchup. It'll be the Firebirds in Tampa in Atlantic Southeast.
Justin Banks has got 6 points in the last 5 minutes, Petey, given his total to 20. He's a catalyst, definitely, for Tampa. If the Firebirds want to continue to stay in this game, you're going to have to contain Banks.
All right, we're going to take a look at the standings in the Atlantic Division. Tampa played 3 games. They're 3-0. Raleigh played 2 games. They're 2-0. Jacksonville lost all 3. Savannah's lost their first 2. They lost to Tampa and they lost to Raleigh. So Tampa right now is in trouble on the road against a well-polished Raleigh Firebirds team. Well, with 7:49 in the third quarter, Firebirds with a commanding 6-point lead over the Tampa Bay Titans. Petey Norris, Tony Barnett here. Firebirds come out with Draco Ahmad, Julian Gamble, Mason Harold, and Daquan Antoine. Tampa Bay comes out with Flores, Workman, Nacier Core, Trey Dooms, and Rodney Roden. And the Firebirds.
Trey Dooms quarterbacking that situation as the ball went off of Julian Gamble's hand. So it'll stay with the Titans as Trey Dooms showing that arm.
Workman gets an inbound pass, and a 3 wraps around the rim. Mason Harold with a rebound. Clears it out for the Raleigh Firebirds. Up by 6, Gamble on the left wing. Draco looking inside to Gamble. Gamble not getting any separation from Nacier. We got a technical foul, 3 seconds on Bryce Workman. Daquan Antoine will shoot the technical free throws. Daquan on the year is an 81% free throw shooter. Puts the first up on the technical and extends the lead to 7.
The ball will be at the point of possession as he makes the technical foul to give the Firebirds 7-point lead.
Daquan too hard on the little bunny. Mason Harrell with the putback, and Mason Harrell will go back to the line for the Raleigh Firebirds. Mason Harold's been hack-a-shack tonight. Will attempt free throws 9 and 10 at this trip. Firebirds is a team 17 for 24. Mason Harold's 5. Make it 6 for 9.
Julian Gamble and Mr. Torres over there having a little discussion. Nothing too extraordinary. Both two veterans of the college game.
67-59. Tampa. It's got within 1 in the first half. Nasir trying to get her loose of Mason Harold. Nearly turns it over, but is off of the Raleigh Firebirds.
DJ Thomas had his arms out. It trickled over his hand as Torres gives him a little shove as we're getting down here to the halfway mark of the third quarter.
Julian Gamble nearly steals it from behind. Nasir drives. Mason Harold with a foul. We want to take a look at that foul. It looked like he was straight up as a defender. Looked like the offensive player and him collided in midair. Nasir Core, a 6'2" shooting guard, will shoot 2. Makes the first. Nasir Core 0 for 5 from 3, 2 for 3 from the charity stripe.
And
Lee's
bobbles out.
Points on the board with 10. (67-60). Thomas in a corner, in and out. Mason Harold, and it's off of the Titans as it was around the rim and out for DJ Thomas. Had a nice look. 6:28 left. That's the subs coming in for Tampa. They'll come work in Francis Coe along with Bryce Moraine.
That's one of those balls that was in there, and then it came right back out. It bobbled. It just didn't want to go through the hole.
Gamble working on Workman. 2 on the shot clock. Corner, Draco, yes! At the buzzer, at the shot clock. 70-60. And
Beautiful
Daquan.
pass by Julian as he gets the assist. He timed it almost perfectly for the 3 as he was set with his knees already bent and let it go. Nothing but net.
King Goss will check in for Daquan as he'll exit.
Daquan will get a much needed rest here as we're at the halfway mark of the third quarter. As Rodney Roden Jr. did his college at Long Beach State.
Makes the first. California boy.
He's out of Port Orange, Florida. So he's been around as he makes the first one.
Making both free throws for the Titans. Are within 8. Gamble gets it into Goss. In the backcourt, needing to get it over, and it's a turnover. Right in the hands of Dooms. Dooms goes up for 2.
That's that athleticism and that perception as Trey Dooms, 6'3" guard out of Florida, played his basketball at West Virginia University as well as Chattanooga University.
5:56 left. Mason Harold bounce passes it in. 6-point lead. Goss double teamed. and a jump ball. And the officials will say it's tied up with Francis Coe. And King Goss. Ahmad Abdullah.
We're going to have a jump ball at center court.
King Goss will be jumping up against Francis So. And King will get it back.
Seems to be some discrepancy in what the officials are saying and what the players are saying on that last call on an over and back.
And SA is over and back. The call was too long to get it over. So the officials are meeting at the table. Tampa's ball. 8-second violation, Firebirds.
As Trey Dooms will inbound the ball.
5:42 left. Tampa down by 6. Dooms. Baseline's cut off, and he'll go up and call Mason Harrell with the foul. And he is hurt, grabbing his right knee. He's trying to stretch it out.
It looked like Dooms was going to shoot the ball, and then he took a Euro step and went up, and evidently there was some contact there as the Dooms looks like he's going to be able to go to the free throw line. If he subs out, the person that's subbing in will have to be the one to shoot the free throws. But I think he's going to be okay. The trainer has not been notified.
5:35 left. 6-point game. Dooms, the southpaw, free throws missed. Looking like he rushed the free throw.
Dooms has had his woes in shooting today. He's made some layups, but not exactly lighting it on fire with his outside shooting as he misses both the free throws.
And Tampa gets it back with 5:25 left. Dooms with just 9 points, holding hard at the 9. Green. Call a foul on Bryce Workman, the power forward. And checking in, Darius Paul along with Chase Bars for Tampa.
Firebirds will take the ball out in their backcourt, up by 6 points, 5 minutes and 7 seconds remaining in the third.
Ahmad goes to Darius Paul, and Ahmad volleying and coming out with it. Dooms misses the dunk. But Tampa gets it back, reverse layup, and you can count it all day for Rodney Roden. 70-66.
Dooms had an ideal opportunity to stick it in, but still grimacing on that knee might have played a factor in that missed dunk.
Ahmad in the corner. 3 on the shot clock. Ahmad to Mason Harrell, gets the shot off. Call a shot clock violation.
Coaching staff probably going to take Dooms out, and he checks out as they'll look at his knee, possibly put a bag of ice on it, get the swelling down.
Looked at a shot clock violation. Didn't look like it was a shot clock violation from the camera's point of view.
On that particular play, I think he released the ball, and as the shot clock went off, as it hit the rim. Good ball movement by the Titans.
Titans, nice. Getting separation on a defense. DJ
Nice.
Thomas with the spin. 19 on the shot clock. Thomas driving, kicking it. Corner, Draco. No. Thomas, the 5'8" guard with the rebound. He is fouled, and he'll shoot 2. The small man getting underneath the trees and pulling out the rebound.
Smallest player on the court gets the rebound. He'll get 2 shots as he attempted to go back up for the layup, but the trees were just a little bit too big. Normally a very good free throw shooter.
3:50 left.
This could put the Firebirds up by 6 instead of 4.
70-66, 3:50 left in the third. Dance in for Ahmad Abdullah.
Still a very, very, very close basketball game. 4 points difference is really nothing at the speed that these guys go. Count it. Cash it in.
The official game ball of the TBL is provided by Baden Sports. For over 40 years, Baden has delivered top quality equipment, supporting the passion for a better game. Go to BadenSports.com for more information. And Tampa coming up short, getting offensive board, down by 4 with 8 on the shot clock. Q, shot blocked by Draco from behind.
He didn't use any type of shot fake. He just went straight up, and it was fairly easy to block.
Again, Barrs backing his man down and misses. We got a shot clock violation, Tampa.
Raleigh Firebirds putting that pressure, maintaining that 5-point lead, which again is not a lot of points.
3:19 left, 5-point game. It's been a back and forth basketball game here in the second half. It's been all Tampa. They trailed at half by 11. They only trail by 4.
Julian Gamble set to check in with 3 minutes and 9 seconds remaining in the third. Preserving him for the rest. He's got a couple of fouls. Nothing to be extremely worried about at this point.
Not sure what the official call was. He said it was offensive. Not sure how that can happen with a player had the ball over his head, turning to face the basket, and the official called the offensive and got Tampa with a bunny. 71-68, Gamble. To Draco, Draco behind the back pass to Paul, Paul back out, Gamble whips it around. 12 on the shot clock, Draco doesn't fall. Darius Paul with the rebound. Paul out to Thomas. And we have a turnover. Tampa. These here shots blocked by Draco and no one to clean it up, but again, and we got a 71-70 basketball game with 2:22 left. You're listening to watching TBL basketball on TBL TV, streaming by High Level Media.
Some challenges and achieve lasting success. We're breaking down barriers, creating opportunities, and building brighter futures. Join us at tfsnc.org and be a part of the change today. At York Properties, we have been a trusted partner in real estate and property management in the Triangle for over a century. As a family-owned business, we prioritize building lasting relationships, supporting our community, and providing exceptional service with integrity. Whether you're buying, leasing, managing, or investing, York Properties is your dedicated partner every step of the way. Experience York. Visit yorkproperties.com to learn more.
At 5M Properties, we make your real estate dreams a reality. Whether you're buying, selling, or investing, our team is committed to providing personalized solutions and expert guidance every step of the way. We specialize in connecting you with properties that fit your vision, budget, and lifestyle. With 5 million properties, it's more than a transaction. It's about building trust and lasting relationships. Visit 5mproperties.biz today to find your perfect property or partner with us to sell your home.
Broadcast to social, print to digital, coast to coast.
Welcome back inside St. Aug's University. Petey Norris, Tony Barnett, bringing you coverage of the Raleigh Firebirds and the Tampa Bay Titans. 2:20 left. 1 point game. Firebirds led by as many as 14. Led by 11 at the break. 59-48. They lead 71-70 right now. Julian Gamba forces up the shot. Paul comes out and goes right in the hands of Francis Coe. With a chance to take the lead. Side steps 3. Tampa couldn't connect. Dance volleys it right to Gamble. 1:49 left. Thomas feeds Paul. Backing his man down. Goes around, lays it up left-handed with no pain. 73-70. 8-footer, good for Marine. 1 point game. 1:22 left. Draco goes around and double screen. Paul. And we have a blocking. We'll take a look at that foul. And it was a blocking as his feet was moving. He got up and wanted to argue the call. Darius Paul to the line. Darius Paul with 4 points and make it 5. Make it, correction, that was points 8 for Paul. 3 point lead, 75-72. Q over to Marine. Marine driving, dropping it off the bars, and we got a turnover. With 1:03 left, 75-72. Draco brings it up, guarded tightly by Q. 14 on the shot clock. Back door, nice up and under, and you can count it all day, every day. Paul with 10 points, make it 12, and you can watch the back door, nice cut. Up and under, scoop in, a score, and no harm. 48 seconds left. Firebirds lead by 2. Correction, lead by 5. 77-72.
Darius Paul will get the free throw on the bucket. He did his college at Western Michigan.
Misses the and one. 23 seconds separate shot clock and game clock as Q brings it up on Thomas. Behind the back. Out top the bars. Wanted to take that three, Francis Coe, but he goes in and steps in for 15 and makes it. Gamble.
So is a North Carolina native. Did his high school at Cox Mill down near Charlotte. Also played at Division II Wingate University.
10 seconds, Draco puts up the three. Off the glass, and Shaq Nance clears it out. With 9.6, Tampa will get the ball in the final shot. Down by 3. Can we go into the Fidelity Investments money quarter tied up, or are Firebirds up by 3 or up by 1? We got a timeout, Tampa. We're just 7.3.
Very good use of a timeout there, in my opinion, Petey. You don't want to just go into it with nothing. This way they'll have a game plan. The whole team will know what's getting ready to happen. My guess is they're going to set up for a pick and roll. I'm not sold on Tampa tonight as a shooting team. So my guess is they're going to go inside, get fouled, get the and-1, tie the game. What's your prediction, Petey?
Right now, I would run the offense through Justin Blanks, the 6'4", 200-pound shooting guard. Let him make the final decision on the final shot, but you can expect him to roll off of one of the double screens and get open. Because you got 7 seconds. You can get the ball in, go off a double screen, and put up a nice shot, get a good look. But if it doesn't go in, you erased an 11-point deficit in a matter of 12 minutes. You got the momentum going into the fourth quarter, up, tied, or down by 3 with the final 12 minutes to go.
It's kind of been a Titans third quarter in so much as they controlled a lot of the tempo. Again, not proven to me that they can shoot consistently from the outside, but they've made it work with their dribble drives.
They'll inbound it right in front of their bench.
It's definitely a set play.
And it's Q coming in and Nasir. Back to Q, and they'll go to the corner, put up the shot. Had a nice look, and Julian Gamble clears it out at the break. 77-74, the Raleigh Firebirds lead by 3 going into the Fidelity Investments money quarter. Fourth quarter coming up. Wooten Apparel provides official jerseys and merchandise of the TBL, offering custom team gear and top quality uniforms. To order your favorite team's custom apparel, go to the live stream chat and click on the banner right now. We're going to take a break. 77-73 at the end of quarter number 3. You're listening to Raleigh Firebirds basketball on TBL TV, streaming. Welcome back. Started at Fidelity Investments money quarter 77-74. The Raleigh Firebirds lead the Tampa Bay Titans right here on TBLTV.TV/Raleigh Firebirds. Petey Norris, Tony Barnett. fourth quarter. Out to get a.
Well, as they say in the bigs, this is the last stanza. Got a 3-point deficit as the Raleigh Firebirds inbound the ball. And
Firebirds outscored 26-18 in quarter number 3. Daquan Antoine.
Not quite sure what that was all about, as Julian Gamble was the intended receiver on that pass, but chalk up another turnover as the Raleigh Firebirds have enough turnovers for the game, so they don't need any more. And here comes Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay Q brings it up. Workman working down low. Back to Q. Q wanted to take that 3, but Nasir steps away from the basket and puts it up. And Blanks goes up, and we have a whistle. Call a foul on Shaq Dance as he hit him on the elbow. 11:22 left, 77-74.
As the quarter progresses, the fatigue factor will set in, probably more so for Tampa Titans, as they're missing some easy bunnies and even some 15-foot mid-range shots as the fatigue factor from the long drive up from Tampa. But like you said earlier, they'll get a good night's sleep tonight and be ready to play tomorrow.
Tomorrow's game starts tipping off at 4 o'clock. Pre-game at 3:45 as Firebirds lead by 3.
Julian Gamble, captain of the Firebirds, setting up the offense, comes with a screen.
1 minute away here in the fourth. Amaj straight to the cup, and he thought the official was a player. Firebirds so far in this game tonight. Turnover frenzy as Q drives, stops from 8 and misses. Ball's loose in the paint, and the Firebirds pull it out. Daquan, and right there to clean it up.
That was a 3-on-1. You definitely have to score on a 3-on-1, which they did. And we got a 4-point lead for the Firebirds. 10 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the game.
Pass was kicked. Firebirds tonight with 21 turnovers. Tampa with just 8. 10:28 left. Q comes into Workman. Workman not cutting the baseline. Justin Blanks. 7 on the shot clock. Blanks straight to the hole. And is blocked by Mason Harrell. We'll take a look at that one, Tony, as he threw it right to the TMO of the Raleigh Firebirds. Wade Harris saw an opportunity. Look at that block. That's a block city, baby.
Titans head coach is calling for a goaltend. The ball was never on the way down. As the Titans hit a much-needed 3, and that may break their woes of their 3-point shooting, as we have a 1-point game with 10 minutes to go.
79-78. Daquan going around the screen, drops it off to
nice
Mason
pick and roll.
Harrell.
No foul called on the contact.
Tampa with a chance to take the lead, and they do. First lead since the opening minute for Tampa.
Tampa's only lead, again, like you just said, they had a 2-point lead at the start of the game, and it's been Raleigh Firebirds ever since. And now, all of a sudden, the momentum is shifting a little bit towards the Titans as they're getting their second wind.
On the foul was Bryce Workman. Dance will come in to Ahmad. Down by 1, 80-79. Ahmad, 3, contested on defense and missing. Coming down with a rebound is Q Francis. Easy bunny in the middle for Chase Mars.
3-point lead. Foul is going to be called against the Tampa Titans. Number 7, Quinnell Francis. Little fact about Mr. Quinnell Francis, PD, born in the U.S. Virgin Islands in St. Croix. Did his college basketball at Warner University in Florida. The Raleigh Firebirds take a much-needed media timeout, I'm assuming, as the crowd is still here with a little bit of a puzzled look on their face because Raleigh Firebirds were up by 11 points at the half, came back, were up again most of the half, and now is a 3-point lead for the Tampa Bay Titans as the head coach of the Raleigh Firebirds is coming up with a game plan for the remainder of the 9 minutes and 3 seconds.
Raleigh Firebirds shooting 43%, Tampa 41, 50%. Correction, set 33% from 3 for the Raleigh Firebirds. Tampa shooting 20%. Tampa 11 for 20 from the charity stripe. Firebirds 22 for 32. Firebirds out-rebounding the Titans 47-38. Tampa with 11 assists, Firebirds with 10. Tampa with 15 steals, Firebirds with only 3. Firebirds outscored 34-20 here in the second half. They trail by 3 with 9:03 left.
Ball will be inbounded by the Firebirds.
Lobbing into Gamble. Gamble will work on the post. Looking for help. And we got a turnover. Right through the hands of Daquan. You're that close to the basket, you have to go up.
Oh, no question. I think you remember earlier we were talking about the tale of two halves. So far, the Titans seem to be the better team as they can go to the basket basically uncontested. As now the deficit has increased to 5, it definitely is the tale of two halves as the Titans own the Firebirds so far in this half.
Shaq Dance looking inside. Needing some help. Daquan comes to help. 7 on the clock. Daquan drops it off to Dance. Dance to Daquan. In the corner 3, and he's fouled.
He released the ball and the shot clock went off, so it's not a shot clock violation. The ball did hit the rim, and he will get 3 free throws.
Next game tomorrow against Tampa. Raleigh Firebirds will be home back-to-back games.
As he misses the first free throw, so he won't be able to score 3 points as he was trying to on that field goal attempt. Best he can do here is 2. Shots up, he misses that one as well. And if I wasn't mistaken, the Raleigh Firebirds showing a little bit of fatigue here in the latter part of this fourth quarter, early part of the fourth quarter, as we have 9 minutes and 13 seconds remaining in the game, unless, of course, it goes to overtime. Got a chance to hit 33%, and he misses all 3 as Tampa Bay gets the rebound. Tampa Bay.
84-79, 8 minutes left. Nacier for three, and it's nothing but nylon.
Wow. All I can say is Tampa Bay has found the goal. They couldn't hit the broadside of a barn in the first half, and now they are just killing it on the outside shots. Julian Gamble with a long three. Hit the underside of the net. Didn't have enough arc on the ball, but he was open, so he decided to shoot it. Not normally known for his three-point shooting.
$87-79, Tampa leading Raleigh. Thomas stops the bleeding. With 7:22 left.
Almost a picture-perfect mid-range shot by Thomas. As like what you said, stop the bleeding. Long three, no good. Tampa Bay getting a little bit more confidence on their long-range threes. Their bread and butter most of the night has been dribble drives and putbacks, but they're looking for that outside shot to increase their lead. As they take the ball out under the basket they're aiming for. Long three, no good, in and out. Rebound, and the block, and here come the Firebirds.
Draco misses the bunny. Too much English. Thomas. Daquan, three. Yes!
Count the bucket as the Raleigh Firebirds find the net, and now only at a three-point deficit. Wow, this game has got twists, turns. It's almost like a mystery novel. You don't know what's going to happen from 1 second to the other, PD.
You got tale of two halves, a tale of two quarters. Firebirds at the 6:40 mark trail 87-84 over Tampa Bay. But Tampa, it's been their half so far. At the break, it's 59-48. Maybe that three right there got the crowd off the seats.
Oh, and, definitely.
You know, going to get them pumped up. And the Firebirds trail 87-84 with 6:41 left.
Definitely sure the fans got their money's worth tonight. With 6 minutes and 41 seconds left in the game, the fans are getting all of the March Madness and basketball at the pro level here tonight in St. Aug's Gym, home of the Central Intercollegiate Athletic Association Division II basketball. The cheerleaders are getting the crowd pumped up.
Firebirds being outscored so far in the second half, 39-25 against the Titans. Tomorrow's game is at 4 o'clock. Tune in on tbltv.tv/Firebirds for more action tomorrow against these two teams. A lot of blood battles here between these two teams. The Firebirds' next matchup against the Titans will be in Tampa.
Well, PD, big shout out to all my Raleigh and Durham fans listening to the Firebirds tonight. I will be on the commentary tomorrow with PD. I know everyone's looking forward to that. Please tune in, and if you can make it, come out to the gym on the lovely campus of St. Aug's College.
6:41 left. Tampa with the ball with a 3-point lead. Daquan trying to get the steal. Francis out wanting to take the three, and it's ball's pushed up and It will be Mason Harrell to the line.
Trying to get an injury update from the trainer on Trey Dooms. He has not played any in the fourth quarter. He did have a knee injury, and he was taken out. So we'll have to get an update from that, from the trainer. He is up and moving on the bench, so that's a good sign.
6:22 left. 3-point game. Mason Harrell. So there's no shooting. Only 4 fouls. The clock had 5, so they went to the scores table. Statistician Christopher Smith had 4 down, so
Right.
no free throws for the Firebirds, but they got the ball with an opportunity to tie.
DJ Thomas, the floor general.
Thomas to Gamble. Gamble working down low. Drops his shoulder. Nice little kiss off the window. And the Firebirds are within 1. Six minutes to go. Nacier. Outlet pass. 3 on the way. No, and Gamble. And we have a whistle. Tie it up with Gamble. Was Workman. As he got worked, as Francis Coe will check in for Workman.
A Tampa Bay player had grabbed Julian's arm as he came down with a rebound. The official caught it. So this could be the turning point right here at the 5:50 mark, with the Firebirds only down by 1. As Julian Gamble will shoot 2 shots.
Sunday's game, Gamble was 11 for 16 from the charity stripe in Jacksonville. Gamble with a nice look. The rim is not the love for the Firebirds tonight. So this free throw, he could tie us at 87.
No pressure, as Julian has been on the free throw line a few times today, as he pops it up, and no. The ball will now, it will be the Tampa Bay ball off of the turnover and the foul on number 33 for the Firebirds, and that will be his.
Not sure why what the call was. I was looking at the sideline where the bodies were flying. Mason Harrell stepped back, could have pushed off, and right there, Rodney Rodon extends the lead to 3. Draco. Gamble. One to go inside to Mason Harrell. Drives, kicks. Daquan 1 and a 3. Drop. Gamble. Couldn't get a call. The ball was stripped from Gamble. Q.
Wide
Bars
open
for 3. No.
Tampa got the rebound somehow, not sure how. It's not a good shot. It's the Firebirds.
6 on the shot clock. 4. Q. 3. Mason Harrell with a rebound. .435 left. Thomas. Daquan. Daquan for 3. Yes!
We got a tie game. 4 minutes remaining. 20 seconds.
89-89. Daquan hits the three, follows back with Francis Coe's 14-footer, 91-89, 4 minutes left.
So put that ball up basically as a retaliation for the three that the Firebirds
Draco
made.
in the corner.
Air ball.
And we have a Julian Gamble called with the foul as say he's hooking.
See what the foul count is on the starters that are on the floor for the Firebirds. Got
Julian Gamble just picking up his third foul.
you got 3 players with 3. 3:46 to go in the game. So the fouls could be an issue down the stretch.
Barr hands it off. 7 on the shot clock. And we have a foul on Mason Harold. Mason Harold with 5 fouls. 3:27 left. 91-89. So Chase Barr is a 6'10", 230-pound center. Will shoot 2. Mason Harold with 5 fouls, 1 more. He'll have to ride the rest of the way on the bench. 91-89. Bars gets the love from the rim. 92-89.
3-point game, 3 minutes and 27 seconds. The situation here, though, is that the Titans, they're getting points and the clock is not running. And he makes that one, so now we've got a 4-point game and the clock never moved. And here comes your Raleigh Firebirds, led by DJ Thomas.
Thomas going around the screen by Gamble. Draco drives, fouled. We'll take a look at Draco coming off the screen.
So he'll get 2 shots. And the Firebirds need to make their free throws down this stretch. It's always a mathematical equation. If you can score points and the clock is not running, that's going to help you when the clock is running. It's kind of a plus-minus mathematical equation as he gets the famous cha-ching and the ball goes in.
So Mason Harold will have a seat. Darius Paul in the game for the Firebirds.
And he gets the magic cha-ching on that, and we've got a 2-point game here, Petey, with less than almost 3 minutes even to go. Tampa Bay using a little bit of clock. Mid-range, no good. Rebound.
DJ Thomas. Thomas ahead between the 3 defenders, and the Firebirds tie it up at 93 with 2:42 left. Thomas off the bench with 14. Desir, guarded tightly by Daquan, driving, kicks it to the corner, three, no. Nothing but black jerseys. Nasir with the putback.
Not a lot of boxing out right there, Petey.
We got a technical foul on Nasir.
If you go back and look at that replay, the Firebirds, not a lot of boxing out and the easy putback. Now we got a chance, though, to get these point with the technical foul against Tampa. But the Firebirds are going to have to box out on the missed shots, or there's going to be a deficit in the score, and it's not going to go the way that they want.
Jim gets quiet. Draco.
Count it. Just an update on the Carolina Duke. Duke up by 3. 2 seconds remaining in the game. Not sure whose possession the ball is, but give Carolina all of the credit and kudos for keeping in the game with only a few seconds remaining down in Charlotte. It looks like Duke will go to the championship game and Carolina will not.
95-94, Raleigh down by 1 with 2:15 left. Julian Gamble looking for help with Daquan. 13 on the shot clock. Daquan to Harold. Harold passes in traffic. Why did he go down low? The two defenders on Gamble saw it. The telegraph pass.
Turnovers could be a factor, definitely are a factor, as the Firebirds are well over the 20 turnovers for the game, as they got a kickball but a no call. And here come the Firebirds.
Mason Harold gets the feed from Gamble. Watch that play.
Firebirds up by 1, getting close to the 1 minute mark.
(96-95). Tampa with the ball, trailing by 1. Nasir for 3, nice look, volleying, and it's Firebirds ball. Ahead to Draco. Draco and 1! We'll show you right here how the Firebirds do it.
Definitely the Firebirds got out on the break. Nice pass from DJ for the easy lay and the foul. Firebirds up by 3.
Draco with the chance to put them up by 2 possessions. Draco with 20 points tonight. Misses. Up by 3, and we have a timeout Tampa with 51 seconds left.
And down in Charlotte, PD, it is a final as Duke prevails over Carolina 74-71 in what I'm sure was a heartbreaking story for the Tar Heels, as it was almost a must-win to hopefully get into the NCAA tournament. But that's why they call it March Madness. And we've got some madness here this evening at Emerson Gym on the lovely campus of St. Augustine's University here in Raleigh, North Carolina.
Firebirds lead 98-95. Tampa with the ball with 51 seconds left. Tony, who do you put the ball in?
Well, I see what the Firebirds have been doing. they're going to the big man, Julian Gamble. They're going ahead and gambling on the fact that if you give it to Gamble, he's got the size, the height, the strength. Hey, let him go to the free throw line if he gets fouled. But here's the problem. He's not making his free throws. So I think you want to have it in Shaq's hands. You want to have it in DJ's hands. They're guards. They're not going to turn it over quite as much. At this point, I would use some clock, definitely, on offense, and I would lay off of the threes. I would go to the basket and hope the referee blows the whistle. That's what I would do. What the Firebirds coach has got them planned out, we're going to have to wait and see, as 51.4 seconds remain in the game.
Tampa gets it in. 30 seconds separate shot clock and the game clock. A three is in and out. Raleigh with the ball.
Slow it down. Slow it. Oh, almost a turnover as DJ
Hits it
the
across
ball.
the timeline. DJ will dribble. Go to Gamble. And we have Gamble fouled.
I think I see the strategy of the Titans here, Petey. What they're going to do is they're going to foul Julian because he's proven he's not a good free throw shooter at this point. So that's a good strategy. However, because they didn't want him to use a whole lot more clock, the Titans need the ball. Julian will now make his free throws because he's had plenty of practice. And there it is.
He makes the first.
So
2
the
for
Hack-a-Shack.
5.
You remember the old Hack-a-Shack?
Yes, I do. Hack of Julian.
So now,
Julian with 10 points for the Raleigh Firebirds tonight. Palmer, Antoine, Gamble, DJ Thomas, Mason Harold, all in double figures. Gamble misses. 4-point game, 4 points. Separate shot clock and the game clock. Tampa with the ball. Nasir nearly turns it over. To the corner, Q in the corner. Wraps around and there to clean it up was Marone.
here comes the fouls as they try to take DJ Thomas's head off. The diminutive 5'8" guard will shoot 2 shots. And there's 3 things you can count on, Petey. DJ making these free throws, taxes, and Duke being the #1 seed in the NCAA tournament.
99-97, 12 seconds. DJ needing 2 to put it in the books.
A little hard. He'll correct that, Petey, and make this one, and we'll have a 3-point game. And, of course, Tampa will call a timeout to set up a play. I'd be surprised if he didn't call timeout, but we'll have to wait and see.
DJ makes
1 possession game. It's no timeout. They're going for it. 3 to tie, and he calls timeout at half court. Good strategy, Petey, as the ball is now advanced to the half court. He did use a couple of seconds. With 8.3 on the clock, obviously they're going to go to their 3-point shooter, which is going to be Justin Banks, or number 8, Nasir Kaur. Trey Dooms has not returned to the game. I have not got an injury update on Trey at this point, as I feel the coaching staff probably took him out of the game to save him for tomorrow. Get some ice on it, maybe have the trainer look at it. But Trey did not come back in the second half.
.3 left. Firebirds do not need to guard the perimeter, but don't foul.
Well, the thing you don't want to do, Petey, you don't want to foul on a 3. You know, you do want to get your arms up. You want to be, you want to be attentive. You know, if they score a layup, hey, big deal. But I don't think the Firebirds even want them to score. They're going to put pressure, but if they go to the free throw line, they're going to make the first one, miss the second one. There's a lot of different chess maneuvers going on in this game. The fans, like I said, everybody has gotten definitely their money's worth tonight and their time on a 100-97 score with 8 seconds left in the game.
8.3 on the clock. Bringing it in.
Somebody's either going to be a hero or they're going to end up being a zero. There it is, three-pointer. Let it go. No good. Firebirds get the ball, and that's going to probably be all she wrote, as they're going to go to the free throw line and shoot 2 shots.
1.4 left. Missed the shot, had a great look. Draco to seal the deal. Draco takes a deep breath. Palmer with 20 points a night. 4 for 6 from the charity stripe. Misses.
It's good to make this free throw because that's your insurance policy. If for some reason Tampa lets it fly from the backcourt and it goes in, we're in overtime. If they score this, there'll be no overtime. Shots up. Count it.
With Draco.
At this point, the Firebirds don't have to do anything except ring the victory bell as your Raleigh Firebirds pick up the win.
Firebirds victorious over Tampa Bay, 101-97. Tomorrow is another matchup. Pre-game at 3:45 tomorrow. Tampa Bay Titans 3-1, Raleigh Firebirds 3-0. Final thoughts tonight, Tony?
Final thoughts. Great game. Once again, I don't want to sound redundant, but it definitely was the tale of two halves. Tampa Bay, they were not to be denied. They gave it everything they had. They got bruised up. They got bumped up. They went to the basket. They started to make some threes in the second half. They found their niche, and the Raleigh Firebirds maintained their composure. They were down by as much as 5. They never really got rattled too much. A few too many turnovers, in my opinion. Normally, when you turn the ball over that much, you're not supposed to win. We'll get the final count of the turnovers here in a little bit, but tremendous victory for the Firebirds. Maintain their undefeated record in conference play. And tomorrow, of course, we have another game. I'm pretty sure Tampa's going to come out with the hustle and the vigor that is expected of a professional basketball team. But at the end of the day, Raleigh Firebirds proved that they can win against pretty much any team they throw at them at this point early in the season, Pete.
Exactly. Tampa outscored the Firebirds 49-42 in the second half. The final score, 101-97. Great game by both teams, and that's why the game was, both teams atop of the Atlantic Southeast Division. And, I just can't imagine, not these teams not seeing each other in the playoffs come May.
Oh, definitely. The season is early. Some of the new players on both teams are getting adjusted to the way the coaching style is. They've got road games, they've got home games, they've got practices. Everybody has to get the chemistry, the gelling. A couple little miscues there by the Firebirds on some passes and some interior passes, basically throwing the ball in the inside. That'll all be worked out in what we call the lab back in the gym, and the coaching staff will will make note of that. They'll look at the video. They'll look at the game, which of course we did the commentary on. Which, by the way, Petey, great job tonight. I appreciated working with you tonight, and look forward to tomorrow.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back on tomorrow at 3:45 on pregame. The Raleigh Firebirds hand Tampa Bay Titans their first loss, 101-97. We'll get some final box scores. Unofficially tonight, Draco Palmer with 21, Daquan Antoine with 19, followed by DJ Thomas 15, Darius Paul with 10, Mason Harold with 12, Ahmad Abdullah with 6, Shaq Dance with 6, Julian Gamble with 10, and Goss with 2. For the Tampa Bay Titans, Blanks with 20, Core with 20, Bars with 8, Maureen with 10, Flores with 4, Workman with 2, So with 10, Francis with 6, Dooms with 8, didn't play nothing in the second half, and Roden with 6. Tampa shot 40% from the field. Raleigh Firebirds shot 48. Firebirds shot 59% from the charity stripe, 28 for 47. That's a big difference right there, Tony. Missing 19 free throws.
Well, when you miss that many free throws, once again, your free throw percentage was low for a win, and your turnovers was high, but you still managed to win. You can count that as a little bit of luck. You can kind of look at the stats overall and see that the Firebirds, obviously scored more points. And that, at the end of the day, that's what it comes down to. The thing with Tampa, looking at it from their point of view, what they need to capitalize on is on the turnovers that the Firebirds committed. They needed to capitalize on the buckets. They missed a lot of layups, a lot of bunnies. Their free throw percentage was not that good either. So they'll get back tomorrow, and they'll have a team meeting, and they'll discuss, hey, these are the things we need to improve on in order to beat these guys, because they were there the whole second half. The momentum went a little bit towards Tampa, and then the Firebirds just grabbed it. They said, hey, not in our house tonight. Of course, tomorrow, whole different game. Still waiting on the injury update on Dooms. He did not come back in the second half, so they may be short a player. And he was instrumental a little bit in the first half, where he scored 9 points, Speedy.
Final score 101-97 on behalf of High Level Media and the TBL. We appreciate you guys tuning in for tonight's matchup. Tomorrow's game, pregame at 3:45 with Petey Dorison, Tony Barnett. This broadcast is a production of the Raleigh Firebirds and the Basketball League. It is for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast without the express written consent of the TBL and the Raleigh Firebirds is strictly prohibited.